I don't know, it'd be a good one for you to start off with. So.
How are you guys doing?
Good, thanks. Can you help us? I'm interested in getting a truck here for my son, but I don't know what he would get started in.
Absolutely. Have you driven any of them before? Or?
He's got like those little $10 toy ones, so it's still, I guess the same rules sort of apply. So
Okay.
it's just basic stuff, but I guess this is much more advanced, but what's that mini rock crawler? It looks like it.
Rock crawlers are, they're relatively new on the market. What they basically are is you can see in the picture here, they're a type of vehicle that's designed to go over many, many different kinds of terrain.
Okay.
You know, mostly rocks. The suspension moves a long ways. They go very slow, which means you don't break very many parts.
Okay, so it teaches you how to control it.
That's right.
Well, okay.
That's right.
Okay. Can we maybe open it up and have a better look at it?
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Let's go over to the counter then.
Okay. Here, I'll grab it.
So of course you have the vehicle itself, and you can see on here how far the suspension moves.
Okay.
You know, so when it's going over rocks and things like that, it'll clamber over top of them. Comes with your AA batteries.
Okay.
You know, for your controller.
Yeah.
And it comes with a main drive battery, which sits inside the truck, which is rechargeable, of course.
Okay. So how long of a charge would you get on one of these?
Usually on the rock crawlers, I think you get about 20 to 30 minutes on them.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Well, he's 6 years old, so is he at a good age to get started in this thing? So
Yeah.
I want him to learn to appreciate RC.
Kids are getting more and more adept at grasping these types of
The
things.
concept of it.
You know,
Okay.
with video games, I know oftentimes they recommend ages 8 and up, 10 and up, or 12 and up, but you know, that age is getting younger and younger and younger all the time.
Yeah, well, this gets him outside too.
For sure, for sure. And so long as he can hold the controller and understands how it's working,
Yeah.
yeah, really the sky's the limit.
Now, is this only a summertime thing? I guess like you wouldn't want to use it when it's snow, but
You don't want to use it in too much snow.
but you can use it like in different weather.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. You keep
Not
it out of
raining and
snow.
stuff, but,
you,
yeah.
you don't want to submerge it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to get things too wet because after all, it is electronic.
Okay, but it can take a little bit of mud and stuff like that,
Yep.
and you can just clean it up. Okay, good. So here, show me how this works and
Yeah.
stuff.
So underneath here, you can see some of the components.
Pay attention, Jimmy. Watch.
Right there's the speed controller, which controls the throttle for the motor.
Okay.
It receives its signal from the controller through another box called a receiver. That receiver also takes the information from the steering wheel and pulls it down and translates it to what the servo can understand.
Okay, so the brains of it is all underneath.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Basically charge it and go. You see that piece right inside there?
Yep.
That's the brain.
Oh, okay. If I need to replace parts on something like this, like what would be something that would break?
There isn't a lot, and it depends on usually how they fall.
Okay.
Because when you're going over different rocks and things, sometimes you can get fairly high. And
Okay.
if it starts to tumble, really just about any part on it could break.
Okay.
There's certain things that are built extremely strong. You know, like you can see on the axles are very, very tough. Most of the stuff in the hobbies, you know, when you're buying individual pieces, they don't cost too much. You know, the alternative is, you know, with some of the, you know, toy store stuff is that you have to buy the whole vehicle, which can get expensive if you have to.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to buy just a replacement part without having to buy a whole new one. Yeah. Okay.
One thing I was going to mention too, you're talking about parts.
Yeah.
If there is a certain part that you do find that you break often,
Okay.
you can also buy upgraded parts.
Okay. So you can get something stronger that's
Yep.
built for it. Okay.
Sometimes they're made out of aluminum. Sometimes, I mean, on some of the vehicles, you can even get titanium parts, which are, you know, very,
Okay.
very strong. Like most radio control vehicles, I do recommend getting a second battery.
Okay.
Because sometimes if you're, you know, you're out at a park somewhere and you're having a lot of fun and you run out of battery power,
So to get a new battery pack, relatively inexpensive.
they're inexpensive as
Yeah,
well.
okay.
You know, for a few bucks you can get going, and you know, you have 2 batteries waiting for you to go.
Yeah, to keep going. Okay, right on. Well, I guess that's about it. So, you want this, Julian? Okay, well, we'll take it.
Excellent.
So let's pack her up and,
Perfect.
okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll do.